Should we do a 1, 2, 3 clap with this? What's up, everybody?
Hi, welcome to Glowburn.
I'm Judge James.
I'm Judge Marc.
And this is our very first live episode of Glowburn here on the Living for Grits Twitch.
That thing. His deal.
Whatever this thing doth be.
Yeah, his deal.
So I hope everyone's
welcome.
Having a good day. I think the one thing everyone's going to learn from whatever this experience is here is how much work Hector puts into making this show decent.
All of the work.
Yeah, because
we do none of the work.
Yeah, I'm taking our recording volume down a little bit. Sorry, Hector. I think we're yelling too much.
Nah,
we're fine. Okay.
I'm sure.
I don't know. So this is not the most organized show. You know what? A little behind the scenes.
It's live.
We do a lot of show notes, if you don't know this. Like, they're pretty extensive, mostly because I was told, hey, look, Hector's here! Woo! Oh, Judge Jen's here! Woo! What's up? Oh my gosh, there's like people here.
Yeah.
Because Judge Forrest taught me about the show notes, my show notes are incredibly long. And I insist on them every time we do Glowburn. And of course...
And because I don't care, I roll my eyes and just do it anyway.
And he does it anyway. But I think it makes for a better show.
I mean, it is handy because I forget things like a lot. But for instance, I forgot to wear an MCC shirt.
Well, I'm wearing a This Is the Way shirt with the child on it. So I'm not exactly, But the reason we're here in person is we're recording live from the very first Dungeon Tavern Con, which is down here in the basement of my house in the Philly area. And we've got friends that came in from all over the country. We have friends from Maryland and Western Pennsylvania and Massachusetts and local. And some friends coming in from the north of the Philly area tomorrow that'll be playing some gaming. And it's going to be a good time. And we just finished up a really wonderful game that Judge Marc ran of Mutant Crawl Classics.
But we don't play Mutant Crawl Classics anymore.
This is true. We still keep getting that word that we don't do.
We also
MCC.
don't put out episodes anymore.
We don't do episodes either. I think this is another time to just point out that especially according to the official Goodman Games post, that we don't record as frequently as our kin, which I think it's just Judge Jen throwing shade at us somehow, I think that's how it got in the Goodman Games page.
They're too deep in the pockets of Spellburn.
Exactly. They're deep into those monetized, non-monetized pockets of Spellburn.
It's big Spellburn.
But we just had a really good game, and someone asked the adventure we were playing, and Marc wrote an adventure called
Purple Pit of the Mole Men,
and it was really, really good. We had such a really good time playing it.
It's a good table. Good table. We had a lot of stuff that would never have happened based purely on the character sheets.
That's. Well, I don't get to play much, mostly because I hate playing. But I will play on occasion, and I played I was a plantient. Named Acorny.
Acorny.
Yeah, an oak plantient who could fly, and that was pretty cool. I liked flying.
And then got big.
Yep.
By accident.
Yep. And we had I don't know, someone at the table, I don't know who it was. The most famous two characters, honestly, was a plantient, my fellow plantient, who was, I guess, part succulent, part, cactus, whose just name was the Suck. And the Suck was really popular for a lot of the game, really popular character. I can't remember who played that character,
And he died a lot.
He died a lot, but the savior of the Suck was
the other big character.
Was the God Monkey? Was the orangutan?
Yes.
Manimal, played by our friend Shannon.
Monkey King God.
Yeah, and he had that molecular
integration, which lets you
so
heal.
He could get woo.
It's not the greatest heal, but
we put a lot of points into healing the Suck. For so much of that
and other characters,
and everyone else. I got saved by the Suck at least once
without actually trying. I killed 3 characters.
You did kill 3 characters.
Yeah. But I mean, one was a natural one was a natural 1, and one was a DNR.
Yes, the Suck before the Suck was dead completely. The Suck DNR'd his character and said, "Don't bring me back if I have to come back again." You know.
Too much stamina loss over time.
I think. Judge Jen did say that she wishes she had something to do with the site posts. So apparently she did not pay off.
Well, that's what she said.
I know.
I
mean,
can we trust them?
big spell burn.
Yep, big spell burn.
The biggest on the block.
Yep.
So. I think the cool thing about playing MCC and getting a chance to sit behind the other side of the screen for a bit is just a realization and of how different the Mutant Crawl Classics and Dungeon Crawl Classics are from other games. In that how much story was told by the craziness at the table and what happened.
Yeah, I mean the whole God King Louis thing, God King Monkey, whatever the heck it was.
He was king. He
I
started
called
as
him
King
something
Louis.
different every single time. It was either a different order or a different.
God
orders.
Emperor Louis.
God King Monkey Uncle. I don't.
Monkey's uncle.
I have no idea. But he did not realize at first when the first character died from a natural one on a fortitude save caused by a natural one on a artifact check. He did not realize that he had molecular integration and could heal people. And then later, he was able to bring somebody back from having fallen, and the other characters were like, "Oh my God, you're so powerful! You must be a god!" And
I started worshiping him.
Yeah, it kind of went downhill from there, or uphill, depending on how you want to look at it.
Will says someone smacked the traitor behind us. I don't know who's behind us.
What are you talking about? There's nobody behind us.
There really is no one behind us right now, and I don't know what you mean by traitor. I mean,
also, hi, Will.
Yeah, hi, Will. Good to see you here. Happy to have you join us. I will say this. I will say this.
Heyo.
I will say this.
Oh wait, yeah, there we go. I'm filling in the Judge Easy roll, right? Heyo.
Heyo. I will say this. As we are doing the show, because we're on until 5:30, or until things get boring, right? One or the other. As we do the show, if you have questions, you want to jump into the Twitch stream.
I realize the chat is super busy.
It's very busy.
But if you feel like
contributing, feel free to send us a question. We have questions. We're going to talk about our gaming this weekend. Especially, we had a really great game last night, and we're going to spend a whole lot of momentum to talk about it here just for at least a couple seconds. I know I told Mark we weren't going to. We're going to a little bit. We won't throw as much shade as we will on Glowburn on Living for Crits, but on the flip side of things, we're gonna if things are a little quiet, we'll read a little bit of we have questions from the audience. If we don't cover the questions from the audience on this show, we'll cover them on the next Glowburn, which we do promise. Even though it's not official, we do record pretty regularly. So yeah. I just thought I'd toss that out again.
We try to record.
We actually do record once a month
and put out an episode of these.
And we have one in the can
once a month.
Once a month, yeah.
Once a month.
Once a month.
Once a month. Since January, we've been
very good.
Clockwork. If your clock isn't very accurate.
If you've an inaccurate clock, you can clock us.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think that Glowburn would have like an atomic clock, but really,
it's not.
No,
it's not an clock.
No, it is one that you have to wind every day.
So let's talk about Judge Marc's new favorite game, Dune.
I hate you so much.
So last night we had a chance, and Dune is not a DCC thing. Dune is its own system by Modifius, right? And Dune's just it's out there as its own kind of. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just really didn't like this game. I know you're talking it up, but
we played some Dune last night, and
we engaged in
Dunery.
The act of Dune.
Dunery is the technical term.
I hesitate at the idea of calling it a game. It was really.
I can't remember what the cover even looks like. At this point, I mean, I've not seen the cover of the book for more than a couple seconds. I don't. Knowing about the game really, except for the fact that you play. Yeah, Gordon, it's 2D20 nonsense.
It is. It's roll low, so 1s are good, 20s are not good.
Interestingly enough, those dice from today's Mutant Crawl Classics game would have been great last night.
You guys would have been amazing.
Well, Gordon, this is my first foray. I think your first foray into 2D20 as well, right?
Correct. I had hoped that I was going to like it, and then I was going to be like, oh, maybe I'll check out 2D20 Conan. But now I think the last thing that I'm going to do is check out 2D20 Conan. Sorry, Modifius, but I really didn't like it.
And we probably, we would typically not say anything negative about a game except for the fact that we record so rarely.
Yep.
So we figure we can.
Yeah, it'll be like 3 or 4 years before this goes out.
It's never going out.
Yeah,
It's not going to go out on YouTube for
it's not like we haven't lost an episode before, right?
Exactly. It's only happened
One
once,
or two
maybe twice.
Wasn't
our game. This wasn't our game.
Yeah, didn't. I mean, we had fun. We did enjoy ourselves, but
I think we couldn't figure out. And if anyone out there knows how to kill a character, we couldn't figure it out.
Or even damage one.
Will has a comment. I just burped. On my first read-through, it felt like a cross between the Cypher and the Cortex. Some dice tricks tacked into a narrative-heavy system. Very accurate. Yes. But you can't kill a character. Like, there's no way to cause damage.
As near as we could tell.
You can hit people.
Yep. But it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything.
It's like,
Ow. And
it's a narrative owl.
That was pretty intense compared.
So. I think we shivved somebody for a whole point of something.
You
said the heroes shivved.
No,
with a
Will, you
knife.
can't kill people in the game. There's no solid mechanic about how you cause damage. There's no hit points. There's no wounding.
Or if there is, it wasn't included in the quick start.
And it wasn't easily found in the core book. The core book of which I still have never seen the book. I still have no idea what it looks like.
Yeah, wait, are we sure that it exists?
I don't think we actually have a copy in this house.
I mean, maybe it hasn't gone to publishing yet. They can fix it in post.
Yeah. What we'll do is
Can they release a patch? Is it possible to patch an RPG?
Yeah, 4E did it every friggin' 5 seconds.
That's right, we are officially burning on the 4E.
Scott's here. That's disappointing. Dune is my jam, and I was hoping the RPG would be something special. Look, if you are a 2D20 fan, and you enjoy... I love Dune, okay? I love the original books. I really like the stuff that Brian Herbert and Kevin Anderson did. I really do. I know that some folks throw some shade at it. But, all that said, the system itself, I just don't understand it. Why I would choose that over something else. Like, I would totally Cypher it or, Dune Crawl Classics, DCC.
You could. I think Cypher would be better. I realize that's like practically heretical to say on this show.
You can't say that. You have to cover your mouth like, Rah.
I think Cypher would be better.
Gordon says, might as well use the Toon RPG system. Dune powered by Toon. Hector loves the Vanna-esque book support back there. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, Hector.
Yeah. This is a green screen.
Yeah, this is actually, if you're watching this live, there's a green screen behind us, and everything's being put up there in post-production by Hector right now.
We have no idea.
If there's potentially people behind us that we can't see, that's Hector just doing his amazing, special, CGI
wizardry
stuff.
I mean,
Hector does that.
Frankly, considering it's a live show, it's wizardry. It truly is wizardry.
Yeah, it's wizardry.
Have you played Last Unicorn Games edition of Dune? I have not. Have you?
No, because it cost like $5 trillion effing dollars. Because it came out, it was only 100 copies made or something like that.
Apropos of nothing, what did Andy think of who?
Who's Andy?
Who?
Andy?
Andy?
What did Andy think of Dune? I don't know. You know what? We had asked him, but unfortunately, Andy he was considering playing Ryutama, and his character slept funny and died.
It's a thing.
So I think if you want to know what Andy thought of Dune, I think you're going to have to go on the Discord server and find out.
Yep. Not the Glowburn Discord server. There is not a...
Yeah, there's a secret Discord server. Yeah, sorry. I should be careful there.
Woo,
yeah, I know, right? No,
there is no official Glowburn Discord server.
There is no, exactly.
And there's no plans for one. What the heck was that?
Oh crap! Hector worked in an alarm in the background somehow. I don't know how that happened.
The bunker's being breached.
The bunker is breached.
The bunker's being breached.
The bunker. We need to get those things with the machine gun arms, like in Matrix.
Hold on. I have weapons. If we need to defend ourselves.
This is intense. This show got really intense really fast. Hold on a second. Let me. Wow, that's crazy.
Oh God! What the
Oh
heck?
my gosh!
Ah!
This has gotten. Wait, this is problematic, guys. Okay, look. Oh, this is the kind of stuff you see on a live show. You know, you wouldn't see it anywhere else. The nunchucks, sort of the darn, showed up.
This is going to be the most interesting podcast episode ever. When you can't see what's going on.
I will promise, Hector, we are also recording this in Audacity at the same time, so you have something like neat and tidy to edit later.
Yes.
You know, we're doing a good job of that.
Possibly to embarrass us.
Very good job of that. So what's on our schedule for gaming for the rest of the weekend in this amazing con?
I think some DCC.
There is some lanking going on.
Is there much Mar?
Mar.
Such lank?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Speaking of Mar, many hats off to John Mar for putting up, as we saw today, there is now a very special DCC Lankmar character.
Oh, yes.
You know,
advanced high-level character generator on the Purple Sorcerer.
Yeah, exactly.
For Lankmar.
It's going to be awesome.
Although, you know, Mike, if John Mar can hear me, win on the MCC stuff.
Yeah, John Mar, if you are listening to us, you know, because we know that you are a huge fan. You know, Purple Sorcerers love Glowburn. We'd love to see higher level, you know, Purple Sorcerer, Mutant Control Fosters characters.
Mostly because I hate making pre-gens.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Hi, Bruce.
Bruce is here.
Bruce is here.
I was looking, did not see Bruce.
Yep, no, Bruce is here.
That's Bruce. What's
Hi,
up,
Bruce?
Bruce?
We are officially transcontinental.
We are definitely transcontinental, you know, and which is good because there's no one else here with us.
Wait, no, we're intercontinental.
We're intercontinental.
We're also transcontinental because Hector's on the West Coast. So yeah,
that's correct.
We
that's
covered
right.
both.
Yeah, we wish people were still with us down in the Dungeon Tavern tonight, but it's just
it's very quiet.
It's kind of a quiet room.
There hasn't been a whole lot of activity since the game ended.
There has not.
I think everybody went out for like Sundays.
I think so.
White Claw.
Did you hear that?
No, I definitely did not hear anyone say the name of White Claw. That's just horrible. That's just horrible.
Are the mutant rats learning how to talk?
I think that's totally true.
We might be in trouble.
So yeah, for tonight I'm running DCC Acting Up in Lankmar. Really excited for that. That should be a fun adventure. If you run it before, you know the craziness that's going to happen in that module. So that should be a good time. Then tomorrow running Shadow of the Demon Lord.
And maybe some Stargrave?
And maybe some more. We played a little bit of Stargrave already.
If we can squeeze a game in?
I wouldn't mind going another round of Stargrave.
Yeah, me too. The first one was fun. The second one was very short.
Bruce ran Acting Up this afternoon. Don't give any spoilers. Mark's a player in this game, but it was a good time, right? I mean, the whole fact that it takes place like I can say it in a stage during a performance of a show.
Oh.
I know it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, it is. Yeah, it's going to be such a good time. I'm really excited to run. I've been excited to run this for so long.
And in person, no less.
And in person, because we're going to be using characters.
If we can find people to play with.
If people show up to play.
We can find people to play.
Yeah, we're not sure if anyone's here.
Yeah. That's
going to play with us here.
For whatever reason, it's gotten very quiet down here.
It has gotten so quiet. It was the mention of White Claw that cleared the room.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why somebody would want seltzer.
What do you call someone that just shows up at your house at random with a White Claw?
A bad person.
Millennial. What?
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah. Man, these talking rats.
I don't know where these rats are coming from, and they keep talking. That's craziness. I don't know what's going on.
Craziness.
All right, let's go into some questions. So we're going to go over some questions from the Glowburn audience that we've collected. These have all been sent to us
via the email.
Have these been doctored up yet with this arrived here like on the back of a squeamish coyote or something like that, or no?
No, but I think that's a great one for this one.
All of these modules have been brought to us. Well, this question in the back of a squeamish, rabid, rancid coyote.
Yeah, spelled out by fleas. For reals. Hello, how's it going? Hope all is well.
Good.
I have some cool information that might interest you.
Hey.
Your podcast, Glowburn Mutant Classics RBG, has a good performance in Apple Podcast rankings last 30 days.
That's surprising.
Position number 13 in the category of leisure in Bulgaria.
What?
Yeah.
In Bulgaria?
This data provided by podstatus.com. Happy podcasting from Carlos. I don't know if this was like some sort of spam thing or what, but we were number 13 in Bulgaria.
Wait a second. Hector, I hope you're catching this because we need to start putting it. We are number 13 in Bulgaria from now on. Okay?
Woo!
We're the number 13 ranked Bulgarian podcast. So that's amazing. If it's true, I want to thank Bulgaria and all the people there for listening to our podcast. You know?
Yeah.
We really appreciate that.
I like Bulgar.
I'm not gonna like try to offend a country. I know you're gonna try pushing that boundary here, but I won't do it. We have a question from the audience here.
Oh my God! Glowburn question.
Question from Gordon Cooper.
Which post-apocalyptic RPG has the best artifact check rules in your opinion?
Why would that not be Mutant Crawl Classics? What other Wait a second. What other RPGs have artifact rules?
Dune. Wait, no. Never mind. Sorry. I was confused with combat.
No, Dune doesn't have. Doesn't have that.
I know.
Wait a second. This has got to be some Gamma World.
Yeah.
I didn't play Gamma World.
Me neither. I played it once at a con so that I could say that I've played Gamma World.
I used to own
it was okay.
the D&D 4E version of Gamma World, but I never played it. You know. So, and Metamorphosis Alpha.
Bruce is throwing shade. She's saying it would really suck if Spellburn was number 12 in Bulgaria. And
Spellburn, actually, it's very well known fact. They're ranked 27th in Bulgarian for all fitness and health
and
leisure podcast. That's on there. I've listened to Spellburn and know they celebrate that 27th ranking.
To answer the actual question though,
Your phone is ringing?
My phone rang. Oops, sorry. I don't know that I've played any other post-apocalyptic RPGs that specifically had artifact check rules. And I'll be perfectly honest, I don't know that matters. Because like I've played a lot of like After the Bomb, and I played a lot of other stuff like America doesn't have artifact check rules.
Right.
But it doesn't hinder at all. And if you want to throw in a weird artifact that people don't know how to use, like Purple Planet did it without artifact checks.
Right.
Or you could just take from a game that you do like that has it, or you could adopt something else. I don't feel that the need that we have to have artifact check rules, in point of fact. I am down for rulings, not rules. Ooh.
That's a very OSR thing to say.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not necessarily like super pro OSR these days.
Yeah, but you said it.
I'm more pro DIY.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
DIY revolution.
I'm gonna go with Will here actually.
What did Will say?
Because Will said a really good answer. Although it's not artifact check, it's just random artifact rules, and that would be what you get from Numenera. And I think Numenera does have like the most complete and comprehensive list of cool swag you can find.
Also, Will, get a cough drop.
Yeah, why are you coughing, Will? That makes no sense.
You need to get that checked out, man. That's not cool.
So, and Metamorphosis Alpha, I didn't know. Is there an artifact check thing in there? I use Metamorphosis Alpha as a setting, but I don't use the system. Yeah. I run it with Mutant Crawl Classics. Yeah. I think that's my game. Yeah. So
I like it.
Good questions though.
Yeah, I mean, if there's stuff that you think we should know about, then
tell us.
Send us an email and
let us know.
You check this thing out. Except don't you dare. Do not dare.
Don't send us Dune.
I'm watching you. We got another question.
Oh, cool. Another question.
This one was written in radioactive bird droppings.
That sounds accurate.
My car is never going to look the same. Hey, Burners. In a recent game, one PC crit failed his empathy roll and gained a defect. The dice fell in a way to tell a perfect story. He rolled enlarged body part and got a nat 20 on his check for that, making him, quote, very popular with the opposite sex, unquote. Quite an empathy roll that turned out to be. What's the most perfect defect you've seen a PC gain mid-adventure? Judge Stefan.
Well, I got one today. I thought it was perfect, though.
It wasn't a defect.
Yes, I did. Mental block.
Oh, yeah, actually, that worked out really well.
I got mental block
I was thinking about the growth thing, but you're right.
No, I got mental block today.
I know, you did get that as well, yes.
How did I get that? I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1.
When trying to use my holographic skin, and I end up getting mental block. But I rolled pretty well. I rolled like an 18, whatever it was. I was fine with everything as long as it wasn't tech level, 3 or higher. So
Which was demonic.
I just started worshiping my friend Shannon's character, who just happened to be God Monkey.
Yes, and meanwhile, everything else, every piece of technology you came across that was TL3 or better was the work of the devil.
Correct.
Yep. Satanic panic in our game.
Very much devil work.
But a different kind of satanic panic.
Yeah, not quite the same satanic.
Yeah, very different.
Absolutely.
Do we have any?
No questions yet from the audience.
I think you should hand the players the actual artifact and see what they do. I've actually thought about that. So that's from Gordon. Gordon, I think that's a fantastic idea, especially at a con game. If you have some random doodads and you can apply some fake buttons or however you do it, and then just be like, you find this, boom, and you put it on the table, and you let them futz around with it.
What is this?
Bonus points if you can set it up so that it's like one of those snake cans where you take the lid off and the snake jumps out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? I would love to do that.
Or give them a Rubik's Cube and say, if you can solve this in 3 minutes, that you get to use whatever power it is.
Oh, God.
What's wrong?
I mean, that's just really harsh. Rubik's Cubes are hard.
That's not harsh.
Rubik's Cubes are hard. I've never solved a Rubik's Cube.
Oh, my kids know how to do it. It's a trick.
Oh, I didn't know there was a trick.
There's a way that they do it. All my 3 kids can. I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I have no idea.
Oh. Well, anyway, I think it's a really cool idea, and absolutely for in-person games, totally a thing that if you can do, I think would be really, really good at the table.
Yep.
And really play really fun. I try to describe things such as the way the characters would see them. So, for instance, the very first challenge that they faced was a glass door. But they don't know what glass is, so I said...
It was made of hard air, you have to say.
Hard air. And
I thought it was a force field.
They spent the longest time trying to figure out how to get this thing open, and it was just a sliding glass door.
It was a really good description. I thought it was a force field. So my character's trying to beat up around it, and then Mark's like, you don't want to hit the door itself? And I was like, okay, I guess I will. And then it started to crack. I seriously did, even when it was cracking, still didn't know what it was. I was hitting on it with my stone hammer or axe, and yeah, I didn't quite figure it out.
Yeah, I was very pleased with how that all evolved.
I want to step back for a second and have just no, we didn't miss anything.
Right.
We missed. Bruce made a comment earlier about Spellburn having better guests. And what the heck? Not to say Spellburn's guests aren't good, but has our Stephen Newton episode aired yet?
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah, that dropped a little bit ago.
I was gonna say
And we've had Reed on a couple of times.
Yeah, well, I think since Stephen Newton episode just aired, I think the question I'm going to ask here is, what does Bruce have against Stephen Newton? So I think that really this is a deep-seated anti-Stephen Newton comment that he's making here.
Maybe Bruce is afraid of frogs? No, wait. Beavers.
Beavers. Definitely.
Sorry, Bruce, if you're afraid of beavers.
You didn't hear Stephen's episode yet.
Well, then don't blame us.
Oh man, you know what?
That's not my fault.
We didn't do anything about that.
And as to the quality of our guests, have you looked at our hosts? I mean, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Do you think people want to come on our podcast? They don't. No one wants to be on our podcast.
We have enough trouble getting ourselves to come on the podcast.
Exactly.
Which is why we put out episodes so infrequently.
Because we don't want to be near each other.
Yeah.
The fact that we're both here at the same time is just, it's insane.
It's a miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It's Christmas in July.
There you go. There you go. I mean, it's just the way it is. Oh crap. Okay.
All right. Do we want one more? Or do we want?
Bruce is a good point. So he said, "I'm not doing so much driving or gym time since the plague," and that is true. My podcast listening is down big time since the plague. I used to be really up to date on, what's it called, hardcore history. Which some people I heard especially anyone who likes Mutant Crawl Classics really likes hardcore history. So supposedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, exactly. What the hell?
Sounds like I gotta check the walls after that we're done with this one. The bunker is infested
with tweens.
I'm 24.
Who said that?
Are you sure? This is the closest thing you'll come. All right, look. You know what? wait on.
Off
Off topic.
topic-ish.
Has Living for Crits played Stargrave yet?
Yes, we have.
We've actually played Stargrave for the first time yesterday with Mark and I.
And I kicked his butt.
It was pretty awesome. Go get your figures. So we played Stargrave yesterday, and it was awesome. But Mark does not do miniatures, so I had a warband of
Miscellaneous miniatures.
Yeah, Reaper bones, Reaper miniatures, like the pewters, and a few like my more soldiery types are Imperial. Was it catechins or catachins or whatever it is?
Catechins?
Yeah, catechins.
Imperial
Catechins. Imperial Guard units back from. I had the whole set of the. With Colonel Shaper's Last Chancers is where they came from.
Mm-hmm.
I have a few other one of those because for a little while I was thinking about getting into 40K back around 2001.
20 years ago.
Yes, and I have those figures. So that was my unit. Mark doesn't paint miniatures anymore.
I mean,
I said anymore.
Every once in a while,
I said anymore.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I every once in a while I get the itch, but not really for the most part.
So let's see Mark's Stargrave miniatures, which. This doesn't help anyone listening to the podcast
At all.
So what I'm going to do is, for those that are watching, who are listening and can't watch, I'm just going to say what he's holding up. A hot mess of Lego. He's holding up a hot mess of Lego. That's what he's got.
This is my mortar firing robot spider.
And it was an effing terrible thing to be. I was fleeing this scene as this thing was just lobbing grenades at me. I was like running as fast as I could. His whole warband is Lego.
Yep. My whole world. This is my Lego sniper robot spider.
Also terrible because as my party was fleeing the scene, because there was all these random things attacking me, Mark kept pressing after me with a sniper and a grenadier.
Damn right I did.
Where's your captain? We don't want to show all of them off, but
this is my captain. Captain Blackbrick. He's got
power
captain,
armor. My captain.
Power armor and a void blade and a super awesome carbine he found at the end of the last adventure.
It's pretty cool.
And then my first mate is a roboticist with twin submachine guns, because why the heck not? I mean, I want to have twin submachine guns. Why not? Why not him?
I mean, it's America.
And I have others, but I was like, I want to play this, but I don't want to paint minis, and I don't have enough of my old 40K stuff to do anything meaningful.
There we go. So we enjoyed it. We had one full match. We had like a no match today. We started setting up.
Yeah, we
but
tried.
Then breakfast arrived, and we were going to be late for our game.
Yeah, we wanted to eat because we were hungry. So
yeah,
we did that instead.
So. I love
Doesn't
their
Paint
bands.
Minis owns a shit ton of Lego. Yes, it's my replacement because I don't have to paint them.
But he does. He built the whole Millennium Falcon.
I did.
It was life-size 1-to-1 scale.
And then I crushed the hopes of my friends by disassembling it like 2 weeks later.
No.
And I'll probably build it again later this year. Actually.
Pretty crazy.
It's a big mini.
So just so we're not rude, and if you have any more questions left.
We do have one more if we want to look at it.
Is it a long question?
It is a longer question.
Let's save that for the show.
Okay.
What I thought would be cool, since we've been playing with this shtick the whole time, is just say who is behind us and kind of take down the I know it's crazy, but I do want to make sure we introduce our friends here who are here for the. Oh my God, it's a real book. That's my book too. Why are you messing with my book? So we have our friend Tristan sitting right behind us, who is, my son. No, he's not. We have what's it called? I don't know how many actual plays you've been in, Andy. Like at least 4. Dune was not an actual play that you were actually in.
We didn't actually play. So, even if we had recorded it, it still wouldn't be an actual play.
You may recognize Andy from like the very few actual plays on the Living for Crits show. So he's in there. And then my good friend Shannon came down. You're down with Mark, but Shannon and I went to Penn State together. So wait, there, woo, Penn State. 20 some years ago. So the cool thing was this weekend we were able to put this event together and kind of all hang out and game in person. We've all got the juice. We got all vaxxed up for this, and
super social serum.
Yeah, just having a really good time of gaming. Except for Dune. So, any words of wisdom you guys would like to add about anything that happened today?
I was the suck.
You were.
You heard it. You heard it right there. So yeah,
your dice rolling did leave something to be desired.
I went through 4 different D20s and didn't roll above a 12 almost the entire time. So
Yeah, I've rarely seen that kind of bad dice rolling.
Tristan is the same age as Will Keller's daughter.
correct.
So look at
Will's
that.
my other RPG.
Weren't we aging you 2 years too? We were saying you were 20.
We gave him 2 years bonus.
Yeah, you were saying I was 26.
2
and I'm
bonus
24.
years. Fleeting luck years.
You're younger than some of my reports at work.
Yeah.
That makes me sad.
Mike, I have books in that pile over there older than you.
Oh, definitely.
You know.
I have books on my shelf older than me.
There you go.
I guess when the hobby's 50 years old, that's not hard.
Bruce, like you have some kind of holiday this weekend. No idea what that might be about. I think it's the 4th of July. I'm pretty sure. That's tomorrow.
Viva l'America.
Yeah.
Love it. Like America, but different.
What?
Like America.
Yes. Yeah.
Love
That'd be funny if we did it like a where's like America thing.
Oh God, that would be kind of interesting.
You know,
what
we're like-
do you do for 4th of July in America?
Sam Eagle shows up from the Muppets with machine guns.
You know, you joke about that, but in the game I play with Reed on Sundays,
I can see
we
Sam
we
Eagle.
have met Sam Eagle, and he is the leader of a gang of postal workers who still deliver packages.
Why am I not surprised?
We have a deal with them. They distribute beer for us.
I think I do want to say one thing here about like how cool of a hobby or a game like the DCC is. Not just for getting folks together and everything, because we've been playing other games about DCC. But so Tristan, when did you start playing Dungeon Crawl Classics?
Right before Cyclops Con, because my first game was with Will at Cyclops Con.
So Will Keller, right? So Will dragged you into.
No, I just signed up randomly and I met
No,
Will.
I mean, but Will drag you onto our Discord server or whatever.
Yes,
But
yeah.
Gotcha. But now, how many DCC core books do you have?
I have every printed cover of DCC.
So really, I think Jim Scatch better be careful. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Although I'm sure Scotch has multiple copies of each.
He probably has multiple copies of each core book. But I think it's pretty awesome that this is just in the last year.
Oh, we
They
can
can barely
barely
hear.
hear.
Well,
Too far away.
I can't fix a lot of that.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, the mic is only so close, and it's not a great microphone.
Yeah.
So when Tristan wants to speak, you have to yell, Tristan.
Okay.
There, you can hear that, right?
I don't know.
Talk again.
Hi.
There you go. You know what? This is something that can be fixed by Hector in post-production, but not any of Yins that are watching here live, I guess.
Listen, like we said at the beginning, now you understand what Hector has to put up with.
It's a lot. It's terrible. But
Because we haven't had to do any second takes because it's live.
we can't do any second takes that's live.
Well, that too, but I mean, we have been actually on pretty good behavior, as opposed to when we record normally and Hector has to sift through 30 minutes of retakes.
Well, I'm used to sitting in this seat doing stuff like for
With
living
somebody who
for
does
Chris.
this.
Yeah, exactly. Will, since this is my first episode of Glowburn, expectations have been set. Will, you've never listened to Glowburn besides this?
Unfriend.
Ew.
Unfriend.
What?
They don't even record it.
Hashtag,
Not regularly.
hashtag unfriend.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
What I was trying to say though is that even in the craziness of the last year and the pandemic, and while I'm not going to say the pandemic's over, obviously we're still dealing with it on a global scale. It's pretty wonderful that the new people are still coming to the hobby. I think it's really cool. We need to celebrate right now how great Dying Earth is doing. Okay.
Yes. $200+ million.
Right. Which, and let's be honest, Dying Earth, I think we need to set the groundwork here. Okay. So Dying Earth, right,
Is absolutely Glowburn.
is in Glowburn sphere.
It is a post-apocalypse RPG.
It takes place in the post-apocalypse.
Yeah.
So
Dibs.
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 I don't know if Spellburn has said dibs yet, and I understand that since that Jen's working on it and is in Spellburn, but
Dibs.
I think we call dibs.
Dibs.
So I think you expect, whether or not they try to say stuff about Dying Earth as well, I think you can expect that once Dying Earth does come out, that we'll be covering it in our own special way, which is probably more of a messy way than Spellburn does. We're definitely like
We're more on the talking coffee cup side of things.
The talking coffee cup.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That was one of your mutagenesises.
Was it?
Yeah. Remember
Oh yeah.
They could spray hot coffee.
Yes,
in
that
your
wasn't
face and-
talking though. It was just like it was a hot cup. I think it was just a Starbucks cup of coffee.
I thought it was intelligent and could communicate.
I thought it was just a cup of coffee. I think it just statted a cup of coffee for MCC. I think it just statted a cup of coffee.
Either way.
Either way.
The point
Jen-
is, we're on the little bit less sane side.
Yes. We're on the unpolished side that'll never get an any. That's what side we're on here.
Dying Earth was wonderful too. I just played it with Will the other night, and it was great. I loved it. There was nothing I didn't like about it.
Exactly. You know?
It's full of win.
Yeah, I've from anyone who I know who's been in any of the, I think the VAT thing class sounds freaking amazing.
I want to see what happened to the Wayfarer since I got a chance to play one.
It was a while ago, right?
It was a it was a Gary Con. It was 2018. It was a long time ago. It was like a whole pandemic ago.
In all seriousness, I think that it'll be fantastic if every podcast, Spellburn and Glowburn, cover Dying Earth, because I think there's going to be enough Dying Earth meat for everyone to delve into that thing hard and be able to share in the love, in the special ways that our two podcasts and hopefully more podcasts tell their stories differently, because it is going to be fracking enormous.
I wonder if there'll be like a grudge burn.
Sanctum 2, absolutely. Sanctum 2, but I thought Sanctum covered Dying Earth. Am I stepping back too far in time?
Well,
or
I'm
is this more...
sure they covered the fiction, but now they can cover the game.
I guess that's true.
But I mean, like, it looks like Dying Earth is kind of going the way of Langmar, where it's like, it is DCC, but it's also doing its own thing
Maybe I'm thinking
in
of...
such a way that maybe there could even be like a specific podcast for it if somebody really wanted to.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
I think Jen revealed something very telling here, is that Jen said we did, that Judge Jen, that Sanctum, but Joseph asked us to, again, on Twitch, to cover it on Sanctum Secorum, which I think is a good differentiator between Sanctum Secorum and Spellburn and other podcasts and Glowburn is, I don't think Joe Goodman's ever going to talk to us.
Probably. Well, I mean, we've reached out once and he politely declined.
Did he?
Yep. Well, actually, somebody else politely declined for him.
Oh, wow, crap.
Yeah.
So you're saying we have to do is like show up in a van and steal him?
Maybe, or
Nice.
maybe we just need to like get Weird Uncle Brendan on the phone instead.
I think I just heard road trip.
Road trip to, I think, to California. I wanted to say something that was actually like somewhat useful and interesting, but I don't remember it now. I don't know why.
$203,070 as of right now, by the way.
That's awesome.
With 18 days to go.
That
we
is
can't-
awesome. With
we
18
still can't see
days.
it. Still can't see that.
So I know last night a whole bunch more stretch goals were kind of tossed out there. I
Yep.
think like more modules are coming, and
Some art folios, a demon folio, a magician's mance's supplement, a spell librams, librams,
Librams.
librams,
Librams.
additional wizardly objuration tables.
I love Objuration.
The location guide for the Museum of Man, the location guide for Kalen, the White City, and a new adventure called the Great Visp Hunt.
What
and
about-
then we're 7,000 away from the location guide to Jank,
I love Jank.
World of the Archivolts.
That's awesome. Jank's my jam.
Also, Julian's writing the adventure that's already released.
Sweet.
Or
Wait a second.
The Visp Hunt.
Wait a second. He's writing the adventure already released?
That's
We already hit the
Oh,
goal.
okay.
That's
I
what-
see you wrote it. That's a pretty crazy time travel thing if you wrote it before.
I mean, there was 3 Langmar books before there was Langmar.
That's true.
Michael Curtis is a wizard.
He is a machine. They're all machines. And Judge Jen is like
Wait,
the editing machine.
Is Goodman Games the new Skynet?
Goodman Games is the new Skynet.
Crap.
It's kind of the thing we want to talk to you about, but we didn't know how to say it. But yeah, it is.
There
You're
you go.
meeting this guy.
There you go. Watch out, everybody.
I, for one, welcome our robot overlord.
I like robot overlords. You know, I'm a fan. Anyway, what should we? We're getting the last few minutes here. Any other questions from the audience? I do want to say something that I need to come out and say something to the crew, to admit to Mark, and admit to our Glowburn audience. And I know that this is something that some of you all have known was coming, and a few of you I've talked to about it. You know, and I don't want to upset anyone, especially Judge Marc, but I did finally read Hero's Journey. And I bought the sequel. I know. Talking Bears and all. Even after the episode where I couldn't get through the book and I didn't talk about it at all.
You're telling me like 3 years later you finally
read
finished
the
book.
I
You just graduated from college and you went back and you turned in that 9th grade English paper that you never got around to.
As Wendell Sand says, bring out the psychic bears. And you know what? After like the first 100 pages, I kind of liked it. But you know what? The first 100 pages is just people walking.
So is Lord of the Rings.
I didn't read that yet.
What?
I
You never read Lord of the Rings?
No.
Sir, what?
I mean, thank God this is a post-apocalyptic podcast, because damn.
Now you'll watch Thunder the Barbarian? No, I don't think. Thundar's not my thing.
You see, we're on the younger side.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Not compared to this child.
Wait, the child. Not prepared for. Not compared to like. I'm prepared and excited for the new He-Man coming out. Because He-Man, that was more of my thing.
That does certainly look interesting. Although,
He-Man was my thing.
You know, time will tell.
And as you might know, Judge Evie is a big She-Ra fan because that's on Netflix also right now.
Which was pretty good.
I didn't see it.
I watched it. The art style is kind of gives the impression that it's going to be a little bit more kiddie, but the story is actually pretty deep.
Gordon, why are you appalled?
Appalled?
You're appalled?
Appalled?
The great Barry.
I thought it was Gordon.
The big Barry Gibbon is appalled?
Apparently. Wait, why do we have a lot of apes in our MCC games that are like?
Because they're awesome.
Just
because ape shall never kill ape. Why would not? That's how do you get more MCC than like Planet of the Apes?
This is true.
I mean, this
is true. Because they did blow it up. Damn you.
Damn you.
Damn you all to hell.
That was a good movie.
It was.
Like the first one.
Yeah.
Second one was okay.
I mean, Heston has his moments.
Yeah. As they moved along.
Yeah. Now, what I really want to see is I want to see the movie that makes the sense between to crossover Planet of the Apes Heston with Soylent Green Heston.
Yeah,
your
Hunter from the Future. That's a movie.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. What else should we cover? Anything else to cover? It's 5:18. We technically have 12 minutes left. We don't have to keep going. We can kind of wrap things up here.
Just checking to make sure it didn't.
Do we miss anyone?
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
Drone Crawl Classics.
What is Drone Crawl Classic?
I don't know. I like it.
It looks to be like in response to the Great Vispunt, maybe. Seriously,
Gordon says
Thundar is the greatest Saturday morning cartoon of the entire 1980s. Nope, sorry, Transformers.
Oh crap! We got a bot here. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on big follows. Wow.
You just gave them.
We've made the
deal.
dude.
I know.
No, because we didn't give him the.
I didn't give him the
URL of the name or
I know.
There you go.
But I think we've made the big time. We've got a bot.
No, a bot shows up every single time on Living for Crits. Oh. It's not new.
Dune Crawl Classics, Will Keller says.
I really don't know how you would pull off Dune Crawl Classics.
Although an intrigue stunt die might be fun.
Yes, I think that would be, but there's not enough powers. Dune is about intrigue.
Yeah, it's not about powers and crazy spells and tripping and falling and killing yourself on the stairs.
It's about momentum.
And threat.
R.I.P. God Emperor
King
Orangutan Louis, man.
The only one who he couldn't save was himself.
It is difficult to use a spell on oneself.
This is true.
When you're dead.
This is true.
Gordon, please keep Bongo Kid alive.
Gordon, just so you know, Tristan wants to make sure that Bongo Kid stays alive in our MCC game, which is back to the table next Saturday morning.
Except that we don't play MCC anymore.
It's true.
And we don't record episodes.
This isn't real.
And we definitely don't.
We're not here.
I was created by Hector.
I feel like there was a third thing.
That's true, yeah, Skynet. Hector and Skynet combined and created Tristan 24 years ago. He's the sentient AI that exists.
Wait a minute, isn't that a plot of like, was it Genesis?
Yeah, that movie AI with. Wait a second.
He's Haley Joel Osment?
I think Haley Joel Osment is older than Tristan.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is.
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Yes.
By a lot?
Yeah, by a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because he was in.
I think Haley Joel's like 38.
He's like my age.
Shut up. He's not. Haley Joel Osment's not 38 years
I don't
old.
think he's that old.
Probably not good, Tristan.
I don't think he's that
Fact-checking
old.
back
Child.
All right.
All right.
Anywho.
Could be a
I-
child.
This we've really gone off the rails on this Glowburn here.
33.
He's 33.
Wasn't that
We
far off.
we've really gone off the rails with this.
Forrest
Glowburn.
Gump's son is
Right.
33.
Yep.
I saw dead people.
Have you seen Tom Hanks nowadays?
Yeah, he has an age.
Yes, because he's immortal.
Fair.
And he looked great.
Him and Paul Rudd.
He survives
And
by
Paul Rudd. Yeah, Paul Rudd has an age.
That's
And
true.
he's just gotten hotter and hotter and
They're
hotter.
they're vampires of some kind.
Absolutely.
Not entirely sure what kind. Anyway,
Let's start wrapping things up here.
We don't have bumpers, but thank you anyway.
There's no wait. Thank you to our eternally XXX strong Glowburn community off of Google Plus.
Yes.
What games are you looking forward to running? Well, I mean, I'm running Lankmar here in a couple hours.
I ran that like 4 hours ago.
I'm looking forward to like trying to double my efforts on getting my DCC pile kind of worked up. I had a little bit of time off doing that, but I had a crazy weird month at work, and my gaming schedule's kind of wonky.
I'm looking forward to running some more of my unholy mashup of Umerica with Dan Stevie's Bronx Beasts. I had way too much fun with that. So I'm looking forward to that.
I'm happy to run Demon Lord tomorrow, so I have a full Dwarven Forge build for that. It's a 2-foot by 3-foot Dwarven Forge build. So for folks who've never played in Dwarven Forge, you get to see what that's about, because usually it's just me and Cooper playing on Dwarven Forge, and occasionally even
I have never played on Dwarven Forge, and I have really never played an RPG with like
miniatures.
a 3D environment.
This is going to be cool for you, something different.
The most advanced I've ever gotten is like paper miniatures.
I did buy a Pathfinder 2nd edition book.
I'm sorry,
Why?
but it was buy one get one free.
By accident off of Amazon.
Yes, it's your daughter.
Because
That's
Amazon.
her first edition.
Yeah, I know. I get Evie a Pathfinder 2nd edition core book because I heard that she was playing Pathfinder, so that'd be a nice dad and buy her own core book. And then her GM came to play with us today,
Like,
Josh.
it's
He's like,
edition.
"Oh, I'm running first edition Pathfinder." I'm like,
Thanks.
"Great! Now I got a Pathfinder core book. It's 600 pages. I don't want to do it.
You too.
Two
You
of
have
them.
1,200 pages of Pathfinder.
I'm gonna read it twice."
Do you know what you can do with that? You can chain them together and use them like book nunchucks.
Pathfinder chucks.
Book chucks.
Ooh.
They do D12 damage.
Pathfinder.
Unless you get a critical, in which case all the paper cuts cause an additional D12.
You know what I'm excited for? I'm really
Mutagenesis!
excited. I'm really excited to get ready to run stuff for what's it called? Was it why am I
Empire
Empire
of
Cyclops.
Cyclops.
If you can move your head, Mark, a little bit towards this way, you can see I got the Doug Kovacs Cyclops Con, or I'm sorry, Spawn of Cyclops Con Gather Town art. You know, I ordered it like it was only $1 off of Giving Games to order the actual map of Gather Town, and I framed it. So because it was one of my favorite places in all of the last year in the quarantine to go. I think that my favorite place I had to travel to was Gather Town, and I'm still like, so to have that like on a shelf and to have the memories of like all of us playing and hanging out together there and just being chill, or like just hanging out in Gather Town, or when me and Evie were dancing around the town, playing.
We set up a conga line.
Yeah, doing the conga line, playing "Don't Hurt Me." You know, what is love? You know, it was so much fun. Just roll up on people with that playing and us doing the head bop. That was so much fun. You know,
Yeah.
and we did a little bit of the We tried doing a little bit of the what's it called of karaoke, and we didn't get a lot of people doing that with us, but that was also a good time.
Plus the whole scavenger hunt / treasure
Yeah.
hunt. Yeah, that was awesome.
It's like being in a game.
But
So-
we kind of interrupted ourselves. Thanks to Triple X Strong.
Thanks to Triple X Strong
You know, we miss Google Plus every damn day.
every damn day.
Even though Hector was only involved in somehow creating this very realistic backdrop.
I want to thank Hector.
Thanks, Hector, for putting up with us.
For I want to thank my friends Andy and Shannon for coming down, and thank Hector for creating virtual Tristan.
Yep.
24 years ago.
Tristan 2.0.
It's awesome.
We're hoping for the bug-free 3.0 soon.
Bug free. Anyway, thank you guys for being here.
Yep.
Those behind us for coming on and playing around with our bits. That was cool.
And everybody who asked questions.
Yep. Thank you so much for that.
Emails or chats.
And we do a lot. We are poking a lot of shade at our friends over at Spellburn. It's a wonderful podcast, and it's so awesome to celebrate them. And we throw shade at Goodman because that's our job. We're here to throw shade at everyone. Again, we're like the...
It's love pokes. Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What?
Yeah, that... No,
Love?
that's not...
Wait, what? What's love? What?
You said we
Hector,
were
cut the
poking
tape.
them.
Love pokes?
You said you were poking them. I was trying to say there was like out of a place of love.
Let's not
I said
discuss love pokes
All right.
on here, okay?
It's not my
I don't
fault.
have that skill or whatever.
We're live. I can't help it.
It's not physical. How physical empathy works, all right?
Hector, you can edit this in post, right?
There you go. But we can't edit on YouTube. How to do that? So anyway, have a good night. Enjoy the holiday weekend, all right? And have some. Hope we have some wonderful gaming coming up, and we will see you later. Actually, just so you know, if you want a little more craziness, tomorrow on Living for Crits, whoever's here. I don't think Tristan's. You're not coming. Yeah. Tomorrow night on Living for Crits, it'll be Judge Evie and I, and you might see Mark in the background for that. And then you'll see what a real hot mess looks like. That's tomorrow night at 9 p.m. on Living for Crits, is the hot mess that is the Living for Crits show. Heyo and all.
All right, Hector's telling us we should cut.
All right. It was good seeing you all too, and have a great night. Thanks so much.
Good night, everybody.
The spice must flow.